We're going to see what's actually going on with your person. They left you in no contact, left you confused, left you not really knowing exactly where you stand. So let's just see what's actually going on. Protection. You're protected, divinely guided. And you did feel that this was divinely guided? Okay, they're cleansing, clearing their space. And we did have family issues before, so there is a sense of their auric field, their sacred space, their inner sanctuary. They're clearing things out, okay? And especially with that death and rebirth phoenix energy that you were seeing in them. Yes, they're healing. They are going through a time of healing right now. They really are silencing everything. Maybe if things were getting too passionate, too intense on your end. As I said, it felt like a celebration when you guys were linked up. And then to go no contact, it left you in a confused manner, like, what did I do wrong? This person is cleansing, clearing through everything in their life. They're healing and upgrading through their levels and their own internal. I want to see Dark Night of the Soul because it just feels like there's been some serious things that have come to light or that they've needed to deal with. Blast from the past. So they are replaying the memories. They do live in the nostalgia. They may be looking at photos as well. Okay, I'm just drawn into the photos there. But this also says rekindle as well. Wanting to rekindle. They're focusing on self-love. They think that this is a twin flame connection. But that there's been betrayal. Okay, we need to get underneath all of these. I think this cleanse and clear is kind of the same here with healing. These kind of seem like they work together. But there's been deceit, there's been lies, there may have been lies to you. Or as I said, if this was an affair to a marriage or this third party situation, there could have been betrayal and deceit around the connection, okay, just how it came to be. Or they could have betrayed you in a serious way, okay? But they are focusing on themselves, putting this energy towards their healing and their healing journey. Cleanse and clear. From a divorce, literally from a separation. Maybe you were expecting with this person, or a pregnancy could be tied to this in some way. Maybe there was a pregnancy around this connection when this did go down. Maybe it did get a bit icky, okay? But they're healing through all these things. This also falls into expectations as well. Maybe you had certain expectations about where they would be in their journey, and they're still working through those stepping stones, okay? Those stepping stones. They're getting there one at a time. It might be real slow, but they're getting there. What's this blast from the past? The cycles. So you may have had cycles with this person. One more for this, because I'm getting a feeling. Okay. I'm also drawn to the circular nature of the world here. So just the cycles, the way that this is cycled around many times. Maybe you've always been that blast from the past. Maybe that's how the initial connection started. And it's been something that's circulated and was finally landing and grounding. But it's something that exists in the 5D, okay? Something that is in that cosmic consciousness. You guys may be getting vivid dreams about each other. It's something that they're aware of and that they're trying to cleanse and clear and heal through. Self-love. Confusion. So there is confusion with them too. They may not be completely sure on how to step in the right way, how to put themselves first, how to really clear out the negative talk, negative energy, negative people, okay? But they're trying to do that kind self-talk. They are trying to get into union with self. One more for that one. Self-love. Right person, wrong time. So they know that it's a journey inward. They know that they need to do that work on themselves, otherwise they can't be the person for you. It's been the wrong timing around this situation. They're probably confused because they're going headfirst hard, and they know one way they need to be logical about this, and the other way they want to just do what they want to do, okay? They feel the passion with you. But there is this real focus on what they need to work through before this can come into being. Okay, this betrayal. They may be having dreams about this. They may be haunted by their dreams of you or around. They could also be what they wanted, okay? They have a mission here. You may have been their mission, something that they wanted to accomplish. Secrets, yeah, they had secrets, or maybe there's secrets around the connection or how it had to be. There's a sense of the deceit, the lies, the sneaking around that they never wanted, or that they were on a mission to achieve their dreams and the relationship that they wanted in this dynamic with you. But they had to be secrets, but they weren't completely transparent. They were wearing a mask. Okay, there were layers to this. As I said, this would have started, you thought this started as something more of a karmic connection. Now we've got twin flames. So let's see what they say about this twin flames. What's actually going on. You inspire me. And the distance that this relationship has been at, the distance that you've had to cover. You could be at a physical distance from each other. Maybe that really ties into the fact of like, you were not just one person who I met down the street. Like, we literally live on very different sides of the planet, or sides of a country, or sides of a city. And we found our way to each other, our worlds crossed. There's a sense of inspiration that this person feels towards you. Again, married at the bottom there. So they may have been tied up when they met you, but they're willing to travel the distance for someone that inspires them. There is this real focus, though, on what they need to clear, that there is still confusion around their energy, but they are on a mission. They do have bigger dreams here. I do want to get what the universe sees for this connection. So we'll go get the universe's cards. What did that cut on? Past lives are influencing our connection. I've lost you in other lifetimes, and that makes me afraid. I need to heal the grief to allow the love to bloom. Karmic ties. Third party, karmic connections. Okay? But what's the universe's view of this relationship? Universal perspective. Okay. So I do have the stalks here. I don't know if a pregnancy was tied to this, but they're the baby carriers. Okay, pregnancy, birth. One of you could be slender and tall, both of you could be. But there's a sense of transformation here. Trusting your inner knowing, believing in your inner power, the white wolf. Okay, having that confidence, instincts taking over. There's something instinctual about this connection. You got fireworks, the chemistry. As I said, your physical connection between each other would have been immediate. It would have been instant. We're going to have to go to a part 3 to get this universal perspective.